welcome into the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to look at your energy for today. So let's get into it. I hope that you're doing well, considering. Actually, it's been pretty not too bad lately. There's been a lot of past energy lingering around, things that we're trying to clean up. Mercury is currently in retrograde. We also have Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. So a little heavy on the retrogrades right now. It's bringing up stuff that we need to address before we can move forward. Some of it has been annoying and uncomfortable, and we just don't want to deal with it anymore. So be mindful, be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others, have compassion where there needs to be. Not saying that you have to be a doormat or let people walk all over you, but at the same time, we want to make sure that the name of the game is keeping ourselves balanced right now. Being able to have that bird's eye perspective, that wisdom of what we're supposed to be learning, how we're supposed to be growing and evolving, and then being able to integrate it in a harmonious and fluid way. That's why I start off with these energy cleansings, just to set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. Also clear out any blocked or unwanted energy that might be coming our way. It's a good time to set your own intention as well, what you would like from the reading. If you have specific messages or questions that you would like answered from Spirit, definitely give those now and be open to receive, and we'll get going. All right, the energy's a little heavier today. I'll talk about the astrology a little bit more as we get into it. These are always timeless readings, so whenever you find these, as long as the message resonates, then it's definitely meant for you. Use your discernment though. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. That can sometimes cause more anxiety, tension, frustration than we need, right? We don't need to add any more stuff to our plate right now. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release, I didn't bring this over. I release anything that is not for the highest and best. Fear, doubt, insecurity, lack of worth, lack of value. Cleanse and remove that from our being. Any frustration, illusion, lack of awareness, lack of presence, release that from us now. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Okay, so the downside, I should say, as much as we do have a little bit more support right now, the downside is as the month moves forward, we're going to be growing in more tension, especially with Saturn and Jupiter and the way that they're aspecting Mercury retrograde. This really is that proverbial forcing us to do the work, forcing us to commit to the path ahead, especially around things that we're trying to manifest that feel fulfilling, abundant, places that we're trying to be more successful in our life. I'm saying this because we're already seeing some of that tension bubble underneath the surface. Yeah, keep going, keep pressing forward. We've been getting this message the last couple days around that value of commitment, right? Commitment to the process, commitment to yourself is what I'm hearing. Commitment to what you want and what your goals are, and not being so defeated right off the bat. I mean, things have been kind of moving in this way where we have to keep plugging away. So at this point, it might already feel a little bit more annoying than what you want. Yeah, but here's the thing. What I'm hearing with this, pay attention. I feel like there's a couple different things going on. Number one, we want to make sure that we're not pushing forward too quickly, so we're missing out on key information. There are some adjustments and changes that need to happen that are not happening right now. And I feel like this is that key or that part that's making things feel annoying, because it's almost like the hamster wheel. I was gonna say this too. The value of slowing down, right? The value of not trying to rush ahead with everything that you have going on. Pushing through a situation, trying to get it resolved really quickly, sweeping it under the rug, that type of vibe, those are not going to serve us right now, because they're going to come up and bite us in the butt. It's going to come back to haunt us, and we don't really want that. Our ego, our pride does. We're in the middle of Leo season, and Leo is a very proud sign. So we do have to make sure that we're not letting our ego get in the way. There is this balance of, yes, continuing to push forward, but making sure that you're leaving behind the things that don't serve you, right? Stepping into, this manifestation energy. The magician is so powerful because he knows how to work with all the elements in his environment. He can say, I have this working for me, this is not, right? So I'm going to figure out how to structure, how to order things in order to kind of get to my end goal, taking the next step. But he does so in a way, it's like one step at a time. And that's where I feel like we have to pay more attention. Not bulldozing forward just because we want something done or we want something accomplished. It's not going to hurt us as much as it's going to come in the way that then we have to deal with people and situations that we don't really want to. Yeah, this defensive energy. We've been seeing this. This has been coming up a lot in our readings. Also, I've been seeing this a lot throughout the YouTube, like other readers on YouTube. There is some energy lingering, and it's not a happy energy. It's not, this feels very much attached to something, someone that you're walking away from, something that you do need to pay more attention around. Making sure that you're not leaving loose ends is what I'm hearing. Because someone is very unhappy, and I feel like they are part of this toxicity that you keep engaging with. They are part of your hamster wheel. They are part of this cycle. And if you keep pressing forward, I feel like there's some things that are going to happen where this person, this situation is going to infiltrate. Yeah. Queen of Cups shows that you can sense this. You can feel this. Your body, your mind, your soul, even if you're not paying attention, is also asking you to slow down. It's hard nowadays, right? I mean, life is so busy. We do get caught in the proverbial hamster wheel. But like I said, what we're seeing here is it's not, I don't think it's going to be the worst thing ever, but I feel like it's just going to be more work for you. And you're working really hard to get out of that patterning. You do feel very disciplined. You do feel very focused. You do feel like you are listening to your gut instincts, to your intuition, and you keep pressing forward. So we got King and Queen of Cups. Someone's energy that you are picking up, someone who is very emotional. You could have had a long-term relationship with this individual, or this is just someone that you have a lot of dealings with, is what I'm hearing. That there are a lot of issues, even if they're not like present in your face every day. You have a big situation that you're trying to work out with someone. Neither of you is seeing eye to eye. Neither of you is really paying attention. King of Cups is afraid. They do have a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety about this new beginning. I feel like this new beginning is connected more to you, though. I feel like they've seen you change a lot. There's a different side of you, maybe that they're not used to, or that they really didn't believe was going to manifest. And it's happening, right? Like, you are working very hard, very diligently at what you're growing and building, and it's very powerful. That's why Spirit wants you to keep going. Don't get lost in the hubbub, right? The King of Cups, in his lower vibrational energy, does want to make us suffer, especially emotionally, right? He is the guy that brings in a lot of emotional drama, chaos. He uses it as a weapon, as a manipulative tool. Yeah. And I feel like, yes, there is this energy of someone watching you, waiting to attack. That's what I'm hearing with this serpent down below. Waiting to attack. 11:11 on the clock, right? So this is exactly why we want to pay attention. This is exactly why we don't want things to slip beside us today, right? To be a little bit more mindful, aware. Make some changes around your approach. There's new and different ways to do things. I'm hearing get information, do some research, connect with people who have been in this place before you. Really kind of open up your community, your knowledge, your base. Because I feel like that's going to help you get out of this hamster wheel. That's going to be the thing that ends up helping you overcome some of this toxicity that's lingering. We can't control these types of individuals, right? We can't control how emotional people want to get when they are being shady, when they do us wrong. Oftentimes we'll attach our own responsibility. Well, if I didn't do this, they wouldn't have done that. And it's really not true, right? Like, this is something that, yeah, they just love conflict. I'm hearing that conflict keeps you around. Conflict keeps you in this cycle with them. And since there is a lot of fear, since they don't really want to let you go, or they don't want the situation to change, they don't want you to be different, they don't want you to be better, is what I'm hearing. Trying to slow your roll down any which way that they can. And they're aware of this. As much as they don't want to admit to themselves, they are fully aware. They're fully aware of their behavior and what they're doing and their motivations. But if you would ask them to their face, it would be a completely different story, right? And so, again, I feel like these messages have been coming up because as we hit mid-month, that tension is going to grow and increase. With Saturn being a major player, Saturn is all about learning the lessons. It's our karma. It's what we come to this earth to overcome. You know, wah. Thank you, Saturn. So with that in mind, as tension builds, there are going to be some repercussions in dynamics like these. In dynamics where people are pissed off, or they're not controlling their emotions, or they're trying to be really shady. And if you just keep putzing along, you know, not paying attention, it could, like I said, I don't think it's going to be the worst thing in the world, but I do think it's going to make your life more annoying longer than what it needs to be. Because to me, you feel like you've already gone through, you already understand the nature of this relationship, the nature of this dynamic. You don't need to relearn this lesson. If you need to find a little bit more grounding, okay, then get out. Get outside is what I mean. 444 is on the clock. We do have protection. We do have stability. But you do have to find your strength through this. not letting this person pull at your heartstrings, pull at your emotions with the lies and manipulation. However they're getting to you, however they're doing that, finding this strength, right? Finding this strength, this fortitude to overcome. And like I was saying, I feel like personally one of the best ways to do that is like go and be in nature, take a walk. It's very, very grounding. Walk barefoot in the grass, whatever you got to do. That really connects us with the earth. It sounds so basic and simple, but in reality, it is so healing for our soul. And when we have a couple minutes to breathe, to center ourselves, it gives us a new perspective. And then we can tap into this creator energy. That's double confirmation on this magician, right? We've been talking about how you're not seeing your power. You're not seeing how much power you do have. And probably because you're seeing it through the eyes of this King of Cups. So Spirit's asking you, okay, this is happening. What are ways that you can protect yourself? What are ways that you can remove yourself so you're not getting sucked into the drama and chaos? Start there, start chipping away and then practicing. When this person is trying to bring whatever your way, practice what you preach, right? Practice that value of remaining strong and wise, not getting sucked into the drama, not trying to defend yourself. It doesn't really get us anywhere. And I'm not saying be a mute. I'm not saying, like I said in the beginning, have people walk all over you. It's about knowing what's worth it or not. And the way this situation has been showing up is it's not something that's going to help you. A conversation is not going to be like, oh yeah, happily ever after, unfortunately. Because you're dealing with someone who's not there yet. They're not on the same level. They don't have the same level of maturity. They're using their knowledge to work against you instead of to find a way to collaborate and come together. So I know it was a little bit heavier energy today, heavier reading, but I do hope it helped. I hope it gave you some insight. I hope you found messages that resonated here. If you did, definitely drop comments below. I would love to hear. Thank you so much for your time and energy, always to the channel, especially if you've made it this far in the video. Sending all the love and blessings your way.